There are many ways to water your nursery stock. Here at Highland Hill Farm, we use overhead watering for our green giants, emerald greens, and Leyland cypresses. This is our overhead watering system that we've set up to give uniform and consistent watering to our arborvitaes in this block. Some plants should not be overhead watered. For example, our skip laurels. We do not overhead water the laurels because it fosters more shot hole disease. So we use a drip water kit for that. So I'm going to show you the differences between the drip water kit and the overhead watering sprinklers that we're using, so that you can make a choice on which one you want to use on your property. Now, when we deliver and plant the green giant and the emerald green and the Leyland cypress, we put in our drip water kit. But for block production, we use this overhead system just as you see. This is our whirler sprinkler that we use. It's a 1/2-inch pipe thread, and we put it on the end of a post, fairly high up in the air, pressure for this, and we try to maintain a shoot out as far as it can effectively range so that we get a uniform distribution pattern to the water. Now this is our drip water kit that we put on our trees. There are these little sprinkler nozzles here. It really should go on either the high side of the tree or into the center, and it'll only water the root ball, not the foliage. And that's the trick on the laurels to getting a high quality laurel. And we'll turn the water on right here to the different zones. There's 2 zones on these laurels. The critical link in establishing new trees and shrubs in your yard is watering. Without the proper amount of water, your trees will starve for water. Too much water, they'll drown and starve for air. One of the reasons we like the drip water kit, where we have the little emitter on the ball of the tree, is it only waters the ball of the tree, and therefore watering is target specific to the root zone of the tree. If you use overhead sprinklers like spray irrigation on in-the-ground stock, you run the risk of flooding an area in order to wet the tree, which will make the tree go anaerobic because it won't get oxygen to its roots. So whenever we establish a new planting for people, like a screen or a buffer using our arborvitaes, our cypresses, or our skip laurels, we always use our drip water line and install that as part of the job. A quality planting should always include a way for the consumer to care for the product after the product is on their premises. Care for the product goes on for the first season. After the first year, you can remove our drip water kit. It only has to be used to keep the trees moist, not wet and not dry. The amount of time you run it, the time you run it, and the volume of water you use only should be based on keeping the tree root ball moist. If you see puddles of water around the root ball, you've overwatered. If you feel the root ball with your finger and it feels rocky, hard, bone dry, obviously you better start to water. But just keep it moist, not wet and not dry, and your success rate will skyrocket. Thank you.